Well, every now and then, some of the people on this show would not do their homework, and then they would get into class the next day, and the teacher would ask them a question, and they had to try to lie their way through the answer because they didn't know what it was. So we're going to lean back on those days and see, without any kind of preparation, how they can BS their way through an answer here in a game we call Am I Close?
We were built for this.
Okay. Think so, huh?
Yeah.
I'm feeling quite astute.
Okay. Think we're good on it. Okay, first thing I'm going to give to Virginia. Can you tell me, why do crackers have holes in them? Why do crackers have holes in them, Virginia?
Well, duh, because the air has to come through as they're cooking. Otherwise, it would be a big bubble. You want the air to come through, so you have little bubbles, and yeah, you have to poke holes in it so it's not one big bubble.
Okay. Jaybird, what does S.O.S. stand for?
So over stuff. And it's because there was a guy named Dr. Dankers. Dr. Dankers was a man who helped invent penicillin, but for some reason they could not figure out why this penicillin was not working. And finally, after, I don't know, I think 39th body, he goes, S.O.S. so over stuff. And
So over stuff.
And S.O.S. is kind of caught on through the country. Then Australia adopted it, and then so on and so on.
And so forth and so forth, yes.
Am I close?
That's a good one. That was a real good one. And Denny's, can you tell me, why is there no E on report cards? You got A, B, C, D, then F. What happened to E? Why do we not use that?
It's because when you got an E in class, they would say it was egregious how bad you did, and it ended up sounding worse than failed. So they just took it out of the system because they kept confusing everyone. They're like, I did egregiously bad.
Yeah.
Not realizing that that's actually better than failing. It just sounded worse.
Kind of like the answer. Your answer, egregiously bad.
The teacher goes, you got an E. That's egregiously bad. And it sounded worse than failing. So they just took it out because it was confusing everyone.
Yeah.
They just skipped it.
All right.
You failed. Easier.
So did anybody get their question right just by throwing a Hail Mary? And who gave the best answer? Who gave the worst, which might be the better question? You can let us know that right now if you go to YouTube and look for the KVJ Show. We got a poll going right now. Now, we threw Virginia one that had to do with crackers, and since she is one, she knows all about them. I said, why do they have holes in them? And she basically said to prevent air bubbles, and she got it correct. Now, you knew that, I assume, Virginia, before on why crackers had holes, or did you just take a lucky guess?
I mean, I kind of took a lucky guess, but it's kind of like a cooking thing, too.
Uh-huh.
If you bake something, sometimes you got to pop a hole in it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you get a big bubble.
Got to pop that hole.
Yeah.
If you want to make sure they all look the same, you got to pop that hole.
So you pass it. The teacher doesn't look at you weird. They're like, okay, Virginia did her homework. That's good.
Yeah, but the other students are kind of like, goody two shoes. Get the hell out of the classroom.
Yeah. Now, we asked Jaybird, what does S.O.S. stand for? And, boy, it was some kind of acronym that you'd had.
So over stuff.
Threw a name out there as well.
I would say a different word, but we're not on the podcast.
Yeah. Well, S.O.S. is used for Morse code, is a distress signal with the dots, dashes, whatever it uses in there. And it's used to request urgent help during a life-threatening emergency. But the crazy thing about S.O.S. is that it doesn't actually stand for anything. A lot of people will say it says save our souls or maybe save our ship is backronyms, but originally it really doesn't have any meaning. It's just, it is what it is. S.O.S. just means we in trouble, y'all.
Does anyone ever shorten it instead of going S.O.S.? Sauce! Sauce!
They
sauce!
would, yeah, they might actually bring you honey mustard. So that could be confusing. What do you mean? You're yelling for it. And then we asked Denny's, why is there no E on report cards? It goes A, B, C, D, and they skip E and go right to F. Did anybody know the reason for that?
Egregiously wrong.
Yes. That's what Denny said. It's egregiously wrong. Well, what it was a 5-point grading scale made the most sense. That's what they wanted to stick with. But having the letter E stand for fail didn't really make sense.
Because I remember they would give out E's at one point.
Yeah.
Like around third grade, they changed it. And E meant excellent, which was the best you could get.
Yeah, and that created the confusion because like going, yes, I got an E. And they're like, no, that's bad. Like, well, why? Because E's for excellent. They're like, no, it's for failing. You're like, well, why don't you just use F? They're like, yeah, you know what makes more sense.
F, fail.
Yeah. So that's how they kind of wound up skipping E because they thought it meant excellence. Now, the person that had the worst answer was not Denny's.
It's definitely me.
It was Jaybird.
Although I don't see how you guys can say that's the worst answer. That thing was fire.
But Virginia, who was right, had a lot more votes than Denny's, who was completely wrong. So do we give an E out to the audience?
It's not going to make sense, y'all. It's KVJ.
That's the way we do it.